Hi everybody, this is Diane. I think this is going to be a fun little video in which I share with you some of my recent acquisitions, whether it was vintage items, new items, gifted items, and Amazon orders, which would qualify as new items. And then with the last Amazon thing I'm going to show you, we're going to just try it out. So I hope you'll stick around for that. So let's get started and see what I have to show you. I went to a local antique mall, which I've told you before, I don't go there very often because it's pricey. But I went in because I hadn't been there. They have a summer flea market in the parking lot once a month, and I didn't even go at all this year. So I hadn't been there in a long time because the flea market isn't very good either. But I went inside just to see, because I was driving by, and I thought, oh, I might as well just go in and look. And I found these 4 books, and they were reasonably priced. So let's take a look. This is Things You See, Harris Macmillan Reading Program, Harris Clark, I guess, Pre-Primer 3. And they sold it for $2. Has a lot of fun images in it. It's 1965. In good condition. So one of these books I had decided I was going to put in my shop eventually. I've got some other things here to put in my shop, but I have a lot of things to put in my shop. I think this was the one I was going to put in my shop. I love the book. It's in beautiful condition, and maybe I'm a little nervous to cut it up, but I just love that hill with the, it's just a flat illustration. There's no 3D to it, and it's just fun. And then these 2, I think, were sold together. These 3. It says set of 4 books, and there were only 3, so they had to adjust the price because I don't know what happened to the 4th book, but they went and looked with me and it was nowhere to be found. So, and this one is in bad condition, so I will cut it up. And there's, yeah, 1966. It just has some fun pictures. Children's readers, you can't beat those for cutting up. Look at her trying on Mother's shoes. So that one was City Days, City Ways, Harper and Row Basic Reading Program. Outdoors and In, also Harper and Row Reading Program. I think I paid about $3, yeah, $3 per book, which is a little more than I normally do. But the primer, the reading books, the vintage ones, aren't that easy to find, so I figured it was worth it. Really cute pictures. Love that one. And Janet and Mark. This one actually has the cover on it. So cute. 1966. Turning on that old TV. Black and white cowboy movie. So that's what I got at the antique mall. Even though it has a cover, it's still not in great condition. The pages are good. The cover's pretty beat up. So those were fun finds. What my mother gave me. I was surprised she still had this stuff. She used to go to craft shows and sell the stuff that she painted, but she also made jewelry, simple jewelry, and she had these pieces left. She had this little bag too, just one little bag, and I was happy to take it. Let's check out the jewelry pieces. So these are pendants, some cameos. They're not expensive pieces. Got 4 blue ones and 2. I like the black and ivory. And some polka dot ribbon. She must have strung them on those. And these little frames with the colored stones to go in them. That's pretty. So I can play with those. Thanks, Mom. She doesn't watch my videos. She doesn't know how to get YouTube. She doesn't want me to help her. I offer. Okay. And then Hobby Lobby, I got 3 of these red tapes because I completely ran out with of the 1/4-inch ones. So I use them every time I make a cover. And, oh, I got 4 of them, I guess. I have one over there. So I've got 4 of them. And this was on clearance. I think it's 40% off. From $19.99 to $11.99. So it's not super cheap, but I have a smaller doily die, different design, so I thought it would be fun to have a little bit bigger one. And it's an Eileen Hull die by Sizzix, 665587, in case you want to know. And I didn't try it because I was busy die cutting some stuff for my current journals, which I'm doing boho mermaid journals right now, and the progress is so slow on them. I'm still basically working on the first signature of the first journal, although I have done things that will also go in the other signatures. So anyway, it's just been a crazy busy week and progress is slow. And then this die I thought was fun. This was reduced also from $14.99 to $8.99, and it's Momenta. And then you get this. So you would get like a card front or a pocket front like that, and then the pieces that punch out are usable. So it does double duty, which is really awesome. And they're a good size. They're bigger than I expected. So I really like them. Yeah, that's going to be fun. And then I grabbed this. This wasn't on sale, but it was only $5.49. I think we should try it, don't you? Oh, the package was slit right on the side. You might as well try it. I've got some scrap paper right here. Try it in fresh fig. It's still on the plastic backing. This is also by Momenta. Oh, that's nice. I think it's slightly blurry. I must have shifted it a little because I didn't put it on an acrylic block. But that's a very pretty design. I could cut that in half and have 2 pockets if I stamped it on cardstock. And that's all I got at Hobby Lobby. And my nephew's wife, She's the one that was getting rid of most of her scrapbooking stuff. She did keep some, and I showed you that really fun box as we went through it. But she found this too and brought it with her. I got to see her on Thanksgiving. I went to my sister's house and she was there. All of my sister's boys were there and their spouses. So that was really fun. But she gave me this. It's a box of 100 postcards. I don't know if they're all there. Probably not. Of vintage educational charts. And it's the art of instruction. And there's a sampling of what is in here. I don't see... There's a copyright, but there's no date. It's by Chronicle Books. It was originally 1995. And it's the art of instruction. Alright, so let's look at the cards. There are 4 dividers. I had to sort them because they were all mixed up. Anatomy, botany, zoology, and miscellany. I like the botany and the miscellany the best. Anatomy could be interesting and could be, you know, gross. But they're like postcards on the back. I don't know that you could actually mail them. I don't know. Botany. So these are some fun ones. And they're in French. Did I say that? French, what did they call them? Oh, it just says vintage educational charts, but they are French. Look how pretty that is. Apple blossoms. And the fruit. And the worm. This one got bent. Must be one of the kids got a hold of it. And next we have zoology. And they're nice, but they can be gross too because it's... That one's not bad. But yeah, you can see the innards. And some people are fine with that. I'm not. Starfish. But I like some of them. Like the butterfly one is fine. And I don't mind the skeleton so much. It's very interesting. And then the miscellany. All kinds of stuff in here. We've got a few maps. A schematic of a motor. A car motor, I think. Another map. Scale. Cutters. Wonder what that's all about. It's got different kinds of fabrics, sweaters. Oh, where you would use taffeta, tricot or jersey, and satin. Tools. Preparing meat. There's a chicken and a roast. It's just a road. I think it's showing where you can pass and not pass. This looks like one of the road signs in Milbourne. It was a French driving card game. Cleaning a toilet, disinfecting. Transmission of movement. household electrics. Signs of danger. Bees. And whatever that is. So those are really fun cards that I will take advantage of, putting them in my journals. All right, now, recent things from Amazon since September, I think. These I got in September. And these are glassine bags. And I forgot how many are in, maybe 50. But I just picked out a couple colors. I love using glassine bags in my journals as a pocket. And these are nice, sturdy ones. It's actually an envelope, I guess. No. Yeah, that's scored. It could be a flap, and it's gummed to seal it down. But I would just use it, glue it down to a page, and decorate the front and put a card inside it. So I got, what color is this one? I will link this below. Translucent pink. And this one is aqua. Oh, this says peach, but it really looks pink. It said peach in the description, but I thought the picture looked pink, so I took my chances. And this one is aqua, and that's what it looks like. And then I thought I wanted to look for some peanut bags, and I found a set where you would get, I forgot how many of each one, which I thought was really fun. These, I took some of the peanut and popcorn ones and put them with my circus collection stuff. So these all came together in one set, but you can buy at least some of them separately. This one is peanuts, fresh roasted peanuts, and I like that they're all different sizes. The popcorn bag. See, the peanut is blank on the back, except it says handy pack. And the popcorn is blank on the back. The stripes are just folded up from the front. And it is gusseted. This one is not. And then the Chili Dilly, a pickle bag. That one is gusseted also. But I just thought they were fun to put into junk journals. Something different. I mean, I've seen lots of pickle, or not pickle, but peanut bags and popcorn bags mostly. Then I got some time cards, and I'm going to put some of these bundles in my shop. I got the pyramid time cards that are white with blue print on the front and green on the back. This says 2009, but I just got them. In fact, they just came today. I was waiting for my delivery today. It was supposed to come yesterday, and it didn't, but it came today. And as soon as it came, I got ready to do this video because there's something in here I want to play with. And then I got these. I believe there's 50 of everything, or maybe it's 100. 100. Yep, it's 100 of each thing. So I'm going to be dividing them up into, I want to put a set. You would get all three in a listing. I thought that would be fun to order and get a variety. And this is one of the tri-fold ones. I folded one to show you. They are scored. It's not a deep score, so you have to pay attention and look at the line. It doesn't just fold easily there where the score is, but you can see the score line. So they're fun to do different things with because of the tri-fold. So maybe we'll have to do a video where I make things with the time cards. And then this I thought was fun. It's red on one side and green on the other. I bought time cards at Staples when I first started making, when I first got my Bind It All, so that was years ago, and I was making mini albums, and just the bind it all kind of books. And that was before I started making junk journals, and I still have some time cards. So I thought, I'm running low now, so I thought I should just get an assortment of them, different ones. All right, and then the thing I want to play with is actually in two parts. I got this, a set of 36 colors of food coloring, just little bottles, but I don't need much. Such a variety of colors. And then I was waiting for this to come. A container of, maybe it's 32 2-ounce bottles with the spray nozzle. I was going to get them at Walmart. They're like 99 cents at Walmart, but it looked to me, and you couldn't get this many. If you can find them, you could only get 2 or 3 or 4 at a time, and then you have to look the next time you go. But they didn't have any, and it didn't look like there was a place for them, so maybe they don't carry them anymore. So I looked on Amazon and I found this whole package, and it's 2 ounces instead of 4 ounces, which is great. So this is what we're going to do today. I filled 3 of the bottles with water, and I'm going to select some colors that might go well with my mermaid journals. We're going to mix up some color and play with it. So let's look at the mermaidy colors. In Incense Purple, Yellow Green, maybe, Blue Green, what is that? Coccineus, I don't know what that is. Grape Purple. I didn't do this part ahead of time. Select my colors. Sky Blue. There's a dark green. Grass green. Green. There's not very many blues. Well, there's a dark blue. There was a jewelry blue. Okay, so that's enough. Oh, and there's a navy blue, but the label looks purple. I only filled 3 bottles, so I guess I will choose a purple and a blue and a green. So I think I will do sky blue and grass green and incense purple. Looks like the label looks like a pinky purple. So I thought, I have trouble with sprays because sometimes they're much darker than I want. So I thought I could control the amount of color I put in. That might help. So I just put 1 drop in there, and we're going to see if all I need is 1 drop, then these bottles would last a very long time. Okay, that is too pale. I don't even know if you can see any color on camera. It's very, very faint. So I'm going to put in, it looks like it's made so that you can control the drops. You have to squeeze it to get it to come out. So I like that. It's not just going to pour out. Okay, that has more color, and it's a nice pale color. I like that. So I think what I could do is have some extra bottles on hand where I could pour some of this out into an extra bottle and add some extra ink to it. I think these were supposed to come with labels. I don't see labels, but I can make labels. Some of the bottles, oh, and there's a funnel too. Some of the bottles that I looked at came with labels. But I want to make sure I put the name of the color on the bottle, so if I want to darken it for something, I can pour it into something else and add a little more color. So I like that color for now, though. I think that'll be good. And then I'm going to spray. I brought some paper in, and I could try one of my white time cards that I just got. But first, let's fill all of the bottles. This one is grass green. I'm going to put 3 drops in. That's what I did with the blue. Okay, I think that's a little too pale. One more drop. Looks pretty good. Okay, it's still a pale green, but that's what my goal is to have some pale colors. It's blending in with that Stampin' Up! Color that I used. I might have to use this paper for something. And now we have some incense purple. I could add some shimmer to these if I wanted to. That's very pinky purple, but I like it for a mermaid. Look how pretty that looks mixed with the blue. So it's going to be fun for me to do these. I have 36 colors and 24 bottles. I know I had 1 or 2 spare bottles that I had bought from Walmart, hadn't used yet. But I also have some colors that I may already have, because I'm going to get rid of some of the bottles that I have that are just so dark that I never ever use them. I could water them down. Oh, pretty much took away all the color. It's very, very faint. So I guess I'll have to see if that fades too much after I use it. Let's try spraying it on a paper that I want to keep. And then we'll do one of the time cards. This is one of my good quality sheets of paper that I print on. See if we need to add more color to these. I like that. See how bright that green is? I like that this isn't like that. It looks more like a mint. And I really like that. That's called grass green. So I'm sure if I added more green to it, it would become brighter. So this is pretty pale. I might want to darken it, but I think for now I'm going to leave it. Just going to see. I think this must be pretty, what do you call it? Concentrated. I want to try adding some dark blue. That says jewelry blue. This is dark blue. And see what they look like. That one's the dark blue. Looks like sapphire. No, turquoise. Come on. Yeah, I want to go with the dark blue, I think. I'm going to put some water in here. Actually, I have my bottle of, I just use this for spraying water on things. So that's about a little over half a bottle. So I'm going to put 2 drops of dark blue in here. Whoops, I think we got a couple more in there. I like the way they're kind of blending together there. I just want a little bit here of the darker. It's not very dark. Which one did I use? Dark blue. Okay, that looks better. Alright, and then if I wanted to accent with spots like that, I can always splatter with something dark. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that. Just going to dry it a little bit. It's pretty saturated, so I wouldn't be able to dry it all right now. Kind of funny when you're drying something this wet. You'd think it would blow the water right across the page, but it kind of, it's contained in there somehow. Contained in its little space. But I'm going to try something else. I don't want to waste my food coloring, but I'm just going to try dropping a little bit where it's still wet. Ooh, that is pretty. Look at the dark, dark center where it landed. I gotta turn my paper. My cord is caught on something, so I can't move it very far. It's still containing it. If I tip it, it would help move it. Now I said I wanted those to be a lighter color, and I'm darkening it like this. But when you have a lighter color, you can play around and get what you want. spots in here look white because the color I used is so pale against that darker blue. So I'm going to add some color. Sorry if I'm yelling. I'm going to add some of the purple in there because I pretty much obscured the purple. I think I will have to add some more color to the purple. Yeah, let's do that. I got time. This is incense purple. The other purple would have been darker, I think. So even if I use half a bottle to make one of these bottles, it's still a good bargain compared to what you pay for these spray inks. Yeah, this has more color. This is just a piece of copy paper, but it's a nicer quality, so hopefully all of this water is going to be okay with it. Concentrating the nozzle in one place is fun. Okay, so I'm just going to let it dry overnight and see what we have. And then I can use this to make embellishments for my mermaid journals. I will chop it up. Let's try one of the time cards. I'm going to add more green to that. It's easier to add color than to take color out. If you made it too dark, you'd have to just dilute it more. So I started out with just 1 drop, and then I went to 3 drops, and now I think there's about 6 drops in this bottle. Yep, you can see a little more color in it. I might make a tag, a mermaid tag with these cards. The journals I'm making are pretty large, so these would fit in there. Okay, and I'm just going to let them dry. So I will make sure I get these labeled tonight so I don't forget what we have. We have grass green, we have sky blue, dark blue, and incense purple. I will leave the links to the Amazon products that I showed you, the food coloring and these bottles. I'm going to put, I guess I will link the time cards too, even though I'm going to put bundles of these, because maybe you want 100 time cards, but maybe you don't. And I don't, but the only reason I got them was because I have a shop that I can put some in. So that I'll leave it up to you whether you want to get a small bundle of assorted ones or just get a big pack of one kind or another, or all of them if you want to. So I will link those below. And hopefully the next video we'll be back to working on the mermaid journal. I did some work today, but nothing I did a video on. It's Sunday today, so I was away for the first part of the day and then had lunch and took a nap. But I had these colored cardstocks that I had already colored with inks, and I just spent some time die cutting some pieces. And I added some fabric to the edge of some of the pages and a tab. So that's pretty much all I did today. But we'll see. I'm hoping to get more work done on them this week. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you liked the things that I showed you, my freebies from relatives and my Amazon purchases and my Hobby Lobby purchases. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.